that the other person is getting uncomfortable and you're not even getting it. Like, use your freaking brain. Okay, hello all of my beautiful people. I hope you guys are doing great and welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be telling you guys about my personal story, my personal experience that I've actually I actually wanted to share this story from so long. This is my personal, very personal transformation journey. So let's get started with the video, guys. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. I would say in 2019, yeah, it was 2019 and I was 16 years old, or maybe like 15 years old. You guys can calculate. I'm 21 right now. So at that time I used to be super fat. I used to be literally the chubby kid in my class. Also, like, I was super tan. If you have seen my video where I told you that I used to feel super ugly, if you haven't, go and watch that video right now and then come back to this video. I'll wait. Okay, so at that time I was super fat. I was this chubby kid. I was tanned. My hair was super long, that typical Indian kid. Yes, I was like that. So in my school I used to get a lot bullied, especially for my color. Like, for my color, dude, like, look at this girl. Like, can you imagine that someone used to bully me? Like, maybe they're bad. Okay, moving on. At that time I was super fat, super chubby, and I remember that in 2020, when the quarantine time came, when the COVID time came, I was so tired and I was so sick of people telling me all the time that you're so fat, you're ugly, you're that, and I decided to transform. Yes, I decided at that time that I need to lose weight, and I tried so many times before that, but I failed because at that time no one was there to guide me, and I had literally no idea at that time, like, how to lose weight, how to do diet and all, because I was a kid, right? 16-year-old kid. What do you expect from a child, right? I remember it very properly. At that time I was 65 kgs with 160 centimeter or maybe less than that height. And whenever I used to visit my mom's hometown, I remember that every freaking person, literally every freaking person, not just men, I'm talking about both men and women, both used to stare at me intensely. Why? Because I was a 16-year-old child with a mature body, and I remember everyone used to stare at me so intensely for so long that I used to get so uncomfortable. And I properly remember sometimes people literally used to stare directly towards my body, not my face, but like my body, and that used to make me super uncomfortable. Guys, if a girl is 16 or like 15, it doesn't mean that she isn't getting what you're doing and she's not understanding it. Come on, like, stop. Why do we even watch, or why do we even stare at someone that intensely that the other person is getting uncomfortable and you're not even getting it? Like, use your freaking brain. Anyway, so yeah, in my own place, when I used to go out with my mom for shopping, with my dad for shopping, or with my brother for anything, people just used to stare at me. Guys, I was literally the center of attention. Not for the good reason though. Everyone used to stare at me, and at that time I was so used to it. Yes, I was used to it because everywhere I used to go, people used to stare at me, either to my face or either to my body, or like both. And I used to get so uncomfortable every freaking time. So yeah, I remember that there was this one time I decided that I need to lose this damn weight. And you know what? mm, at that time I used to think that my body is the problem, but no, my body was never the problem. Like, people and their mind, their perspective, their vision was the real problem. Their intention was the real problem, not my body. But yeah, anyways, I decided to lose weight and I started my journey in 2020, I guess. Yep, I remember it properly. In 2020 I finally decided to lose weight, and now I will tell you every freaking wrong step I took at that time to lose weight. Just to wait. Like, can you imagine how badly tired I was because of people's staring at me and like always judging me, always telling me that, hey, you're fat, you're looking like a pig, hey, you that. I was so tired. I was so tired. Okay, now let me tell you guys how I actually lost all that weight. So guys, I used to work out 3 hours a day. Yes, I know a lot of you might be judging me for that, but yeah, I was working out 3 hours a day, and I know that's bad. 3 hours, a 16-year-old doing 3-hour workout that wasn't even needed, but yeah, I was doing it. And also I used to starve myself. Yes, I used to starve myself, and I was so harsh on myself. I was so cruel on myself that many of the times I used to get to the stage where I used to feel super weak, you know, physically and also like mentally exhausted, because a person working out for 3 hours and then not eating and then not having sufficient food, it wasn't like that I didn't have food, but it was my choice. I chose to starve, and that was literally the worst decision I ever did at that time, and I don't want you guys to do it. Also, I did a lot of crash diets. Yes, I admit this, guys. I went through a lot of bad, poor crash diets. Yeah. I used to starve myself. I was so cruel. I was so bad. I was so rude. I was also like so desperate to lose the weight that I didn't care about my body's health. I didn't care about the energy and 3 hours of workout. Starving myself. Crash diets. Plus 10k plus steps every freaking day. I used to do my dance practice every day, like every day, more than 2 hours. Can you imagine how hard and how harsh I was on myself? I was doing my dance practice more than 2 hours. I was doing workout. I was on crash diet. I was starving myself. I was, on 10k plus steps per day, and plus I was cycling at that time, I remember. And also, like, I chopped off my hair because I was going through a very, very, very dark phase of my life. At that time I was going through my childhood trauma, which I would definitely make a separate video for you guys to actually explain you what happened, and yeah, all the bad decisions at that time. And I do not recommend any of you, if you're 16-year-old, if you're 18-year-old, or if you're older than me, 25, 28, whatever your age is, please, I do not recommend you to follow these steps. Okay, now let me tell you what I used to eat my whole day. For breakfast, nothing. For lunch, maybe one chapati with whatever veggie or whatever curry my mom used to make. For dinner, absolutely nothing, or sometimes I used to take one bowl of whatever my mom has made, and that's all. A lot of water though, I used to drink, I remember, like 4 liters of water at that time. So yeah, that's all for the food. And I used to work out. 1 month passed by, 2nd month, 3rd month, 4 months, I remember I lost 15 kgs, whole freaking 15 kgs. Okay, can you imagine? 40 pounds. Ugh, that's a big number. 40 pounds in around 12 months, like whole 1 year. It took me whole 1 year, or no, it took me more than 1 year. I remember 1 year and 3 months. Like, I remember that was the time period I lost all that weight. And yeah, after losing all that weight, I was actually happy, but also when I, grew older, 18, 19, I asked it to myself that why did I even lose weight, for like myself or for the society? And the answer was for the people, because I was tired. And I decided to do it. But now, let me tell you guys, rather than changing yourself for anyone else, change yourself for your own good, for yourself. Okay, now let me tell you, in this whole journey, what I learned, and so should you guys. When you're going for a fitness journey, let me tell you, do not go for the number. Don't focus on the weight a lot, don't focus on calories a lot, focus on fitness. Your aim should be only and only fitness, and how fit your body feels, how healthy your body feels. Secondly, be kind to yourself. Don't be harsh, don't be cruel, don't be super hard on yourself, like, no sweetie, no darling, no honey. That's not how you're gonna lose weight in the long run, because you're gonna get tired of yourself. So be kind to yourself, understand yourself more, know yourself more, give yourself that love, give yourself that care. And yeah, the more you're gonna understand yourself, the more you're gonna feel it easy to do things in life. So yeah, thirdly, I would say that never go for measurements. Never. I mean, yeah, measurements are a good thing to calculate your results, but rather than focusing on measurements, inches, centimeters, focus on the fitness, focus on the skills, and start building skills. Like, if you don't know how to do a push-up, start doing it today, and after 1 month, after 2 months, you'll see that you're doing 10 push-ups now. If you want to do pull-up, go for that. If you want to learn calisthenics, go for that. What I mean by this is, stop focusing on numbers and start focusing on fitness for your own self, not for the society. And lastly, I would say there is nothing wrong with your body. If you love your body, don't change it. But if you feel like that you're having some sort of illness, or if the weight is genuinely, hurting you in some way, like you cannot run, you cannot do fitness tasks, you cannot perform basic level of fitness, and by that I mean like squats, push-ups and all, that's when you should get that alarming sign that yes, I need to get up for the fitness. I need to lose weight, I need to lose all that fat to build muscle, to build the fitness, and not for a certain sort of physique. Now I know a lot of people do it for the physique, which is absolutely good thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you should focus on fitness more, because I've seen a lot of people, they have like beautiful like dreamy physique, but when it comes to their fitness, like 5 years, and that's your level of fitness. I'm not judging anyone, guys, I'm not judging, but I'm just telling you, rather than focusing more like superly on the physique, focus on the fitness, focus on the skills. You're gonna thank me for that. And please never go on crash diets. Eat protein, eat carbs, eat the sugar. Food is not your enemy, and by starvation you're not gonna get to your goal. I mean, yeah, you are gonna get to your goal, but not in a good way, not in a healthy way. Your body need water, your body need energy, your body need food. What's the source of energy? Food. And food is not your enemy, darling. And don't be harsh on yourself if someday you want to have a cheat day, because I never, in my whole freaking 1 year, I never went for a cheat day. But I'm not telling you guys to do it, because I was super 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 cruel with myself. I don't want you guys to be super harsh on yourself. Be kind. If you want to eat something, have fun. It's okay. Now let me tell you what happened when I went back to school. I remember after 2 years I was going to school, because the quarantine was over, the COVID was over, and now it was time to go to school. And I lost 15 kgs of weight. My face changed, my height grew. I was around 5 feet 4 inches, like 165 centimeter at that time, and I lost 15 kgs. Also, like, I used to have super long hair, but then I chopped them off, and like it was like this, like shoulder length, like this much. And I remember the first day of my school, I was sitting in my class, new students were coming, also like my friends were coming, and we all were wearing, you know, mask, because we were told to wear a mask at that time. And I remember one of my friend came and she looked around the class and she looked at me, and then she just went, and I was like, what? Like, she didn't even say hi to me. And then after, you know, in the interval, in the break time, I went to her and I said hi. And firstly she was like confused, because I was wearing mask, and also like I was thin, I was tall, my hair was short, so she wasn't able to recognize me. But then I told her that, hey, like I'm Prerna, like can't you like recognize me? And she was like, no way, no way. And she literally, that was the best reaction I ever got, because she literally told that, like, dude, like are you seriously her? Because she wasn't able to recognize me. She thought that I was some new, you know, kid. I was a new admission. And that's when I knew that, yes, I have done a big transformation, that even my own friends were unable to recognize me. That's happened for me. But yeah, I did it, all this, in a very bad way, not in a healthy way. So I do not suggest any one of you to follow these things. But yep, as I told you, make sure you're focusing on fitness, okay, more. So yeah, that's all for today, guys. I told you the whole story, and I will definitely make another video where I will share with you guys that what was that childhood trauma. And I would love to share with you guys, because of course you are my family, okay? And yeah, that's all, guys. If you liked the video, please like the video. Please comment down in the comment section if you have experienced such sort of bullying in school, or some sort of weird, you know, as I told you, mine experience in your life. And other than that, subscribe to the channel. I would love to hear more from you guys. I would love to hear your suggestion in the comments. And that's all. In the end, I would say that love yourself, care for yourself, be healthy, be happy, and yeah, that's all. Like, be yourself, love yourself. I love you, I support you. Bye bye.